Hey guys, so I thought I'd give you an update of the weekend's work. We got the doors, the two doors that are on the back wall here, got those all straightened up and they came up absolutely beautiful. Really stoked with how that worked. Thanks to everybody that suggested using heat rather than bashing it and chopping it and doing all the other stuff I was doing, like a Wally. So yeah, they turned up absolutely spot on. We also got all of our sandblasting for the air conditioning bracket done, so you can see that here. So this is the air conditioning bracket that we've been working on. So over the weekend we blasted it all up. You can see all of the grey area is where we've blasted, so even underneath and everything. Yeah, we have to blast all of that red stuff a bit later on, so we can assemble the air conditioner and everything into the bracket, and it doesn't matter, we can get to the red stuff really easily because there's nothing obstructing it. But yeah, really happy with here's the worker. Hello. Hello. So yeah, really happy with how that all turned out. Jess actually did all of the rust kill now, so if you see here, you see that sort of bubbly texture that you can see. I'll see if I can show you. So that bubbly sort of texture there, rust kill does do that, so it'll bubble up like that. I don't know, maybe there's an impurity or something on the steel, whatever it is that causes it. So we give it about an hour or two to dry, and then we go over with just like a coarse brush or steel wool or something like that, and just give it a scuff up, and it takes that top layer off, and then we just chuck another thin coat of rust kill on just to make sure that there's no gaps, and then from there on we're into etch paint and so on. So yeah, that's the first lot of rust kill, and we'll be starting to etch that in probably either later today or first thing tomorrow. Jess got all of the top coat and everything finished on the hatch, so that's all done now. The door for the bathroom, let me go and show you that. So we made a fairly good start on this. So we haven't finished, but you can sort of see we've got the 2-pack on all of the edges and all of the areas that had damage. So the damage has been repaired, so where it's split and things like that, we've laminated it all back together, glued it, clamp it, all that sort of jazz. And then yeah, the green 2-pack is now over top of all of the repairs. So all we've got to do, I'll get that finished in the next day or two, all we've got to do is put some fairing compound over and rebuild up the shape to what it needs to be. So that's a pretty straightforward fix, and then the door's basically good as new. Yeah, so we'll get that done over the next day or two. We were going to get stuck into the stainless rim that goes all the way around the door, the watertight door for the freezer room engine bay bulkhead. We ran out of time. We didn't get to it, so that was yeah, that was called off. We decided to just not pressure ourselves and push on to that job. We also had a go with our new plasma cutter. Hello. So our little plasma cutter down here, wherever it is. We had a few stop-start issues trying to get it going. I think it's probably me learning how to use the machine more than anything else. But we've still got to do a couple of checks to make sure the machine itself isn't faulty. So we actually worked with one of our Patreons, James Lamb. Really appreciate all your help on that, James. It was awesome. And then also some of our team on the Facebook channel also helped with a few answers as to what could potentially be going on with it. So that was really awesome. And finally, I just wanted to say thanks to Greg Macbeth. So Greg is one of our Patreons who turned up, let us know he was driving through. He's got an awesome channel. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. He does quite a bit of adventure stuff, and he's into dirt bikes and that sort of thing in northern part of Queensland in Australia. So yeah, I'll put a link to his channel as well. He dropped off some beers down there, yeah, so he swung by when he was travelling up. So that makes me come to the next point. If you guys are actually in our area, give us a yell, and if we can, we'll show you the boat and yeah, get to know you and say hi. So as for work that we're doing over the next couple of days, we're going to finish this door here. So don't have a huge amount left to do on it. This is the last of the side doors. Just got to basically cut out all of these corners and make them all tidy and everything like that. And that door's pretty much ready to sandblast and get up there. Got to V out and re-weld some little bits on the side, but nothing dramatic. We are also going to be finishing off the last of the top coat in the freezer room, and finishing off the bathroom door, the damage that was done the other day. So yeah, all in all, it's kind of like a finishing off week for us, just getting little jobs that have been hanging around too long, getting those done, and yeah, then we can start getting back into some big stuff. Some of the bigger jobs that are coming up, we've got to do plasma cut the hole that's we're going to be plasma cutting into the crash bulkhead. I have to think about this. We're plasma cutting into the crash bulkhead through the floor of the anchor locker. and that way we can check all the condition of that void in there. And then also, what else we could do? Oh, we've got to weld up the stainless for the door. That was a job that we put off this weekend. So they're the two bigger jobs that we've got coming up. But yeah, we can get these little jobs sort of tidied away and finished, and then we can get stuck into those again. So yeah, it's going to be another busy week, and we'll get into it.